Mini episode 786 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode 786 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with the FantasyDraftHelp.com insider for our 13th season covering the NFL. This is your Week 13 recommendation for fantasy football starters. We've got some preface notes that we'll be delivering every week. First of all, our advice is probably a bit different than some in the industry. We're not the place to go regarding the question of whether or not to play a healthy Aaron Rodgers this week. Aside from reiterating our list of gimmies, we don't discuss them beyond that. We're also not part of the movement that overstates the importance of week-to-week matchups. They are important, but they cannot rescue your team from a poor draft or auction. Okay, here's our list of constants for the stretch run of the season. When healthy, you don't jerk with these guys. You leave them in your lineup regardless of scary matchups. There are 8 quarterbacks: Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, and Matthew Stafford. There are 9 running backs: Jay Ajayi, Le'Veon Bell, LeGarrette Blount, Ezekiel Elliott, Devontae Freeman, David Johnson, Melvin Gordon, Lamar Miller, and DeMarco Murray. There are 4 wide receivers: Odell Beckham, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, and Julio Jones. There are 3 tight ends: Rob Gronkowski, Greg Olsen, and Delaney Walker. With the gimmies out of the way, in a moment, a look at the more marginal picks for this week. Folks, you're listening to the FantasyDraftHelp.com insider.
Would you walk us through a typical day for you?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. I use the side door. And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour.
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
Remember, our recommendations for the Thursday NFL games are always up on our Twitter account at the FDH Lounge. Dallas and Minnesota are on the bye this week. We like 7 QBs this week: David Carr, Kirk Cousins, Colin Kaepernick, Eli Manning, Tyrod Taylor, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. We like 14 running backs: Devontae Booker, Matt Forte, Frank Gore, Todd Gurley, Jeremy Hill, Jordan Howard, Carlos Hyde, Rob Kelly, Doug Martin, LaShawn McCoy, Thomas Rawls, James Starks, Jonathan Stewart, and Spencer Ware. We like 19 wide receivers: Devontae Adams, Doug Baldwin, Kenny Britt, Dez Bryant, Randall Cobb, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Jamison Crowder, Justin Gabriel, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Deshaun Jackson, Dante Moncrief, Jordy Nelson, Emmanuel Sanders, Steve Smith, Willie Snead, Demaryius Thomas, and Michael Thomas. We like 8 tight ends: Cameron Brate, Eric Ebron, Tyler Eifert, Zach Ertz, Antonio Gates, Jimmy Graham, Travis Kelce, and Vance McDonald. Every week we also recommend 5 of these players as especially strong, and this week's slate includes Eli Manning, David Carr, Devontae Booker, Jordy Nelson, and Tyler Eifert. Thanks for checking us out. Go break off a little value on your opponents in fantasy sports, and be sure to sample our other Nothing Is Off Topic mini episodes, including our recent conversations with superstars such as Matthew Modine, Jeremy Schaap, and Carmine Appice from the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the Periodic Table of Elements.